House supports a permanent move to online tertiary educations. During the era of COVID-19 pandemic, we had already implemented online educations and it's a wrap. So, we already have the reference of online tertiary educations. And what I mean by online tertiary educations is after graduating high school students will continue their tertiary educations life, such as going to college, academy, institutes by online. And it's going to be used the advantage of technology and internet in this era of revolutionary industry 4.0. And of course, there will be no face-to-face interactions. And to begin with, I have in the economic aspects, the difference with primary and secondary educations that usually we choose because it is in the same zone with our home. Tertiary educations can be located in different towns, different cities, or even overseas. So, students have to spend money on their own accommodations and transportations, which can cost a lot. You might be thinking like, oh, it's just for accommodations and transportations, how many it would cost, how many it would be. But if we think about it again, usually tertiary educations is 4 or 5 years long. And because, for example, I studied in different towns, my parents have to pay for the place I have to live there, like for example, apartment or flat rent. And during the summer break, of course, I will be really homesick and I wanted to go home. And if I want to go home, I have to pay for my parents have to pay for my transportations. And it can be really expensive, depends on the distance, and I could be use planes or trains that we know that it costs a lot. And it's not just that I go back to my house one time, but I have to go back to the place where I pursue my educations. And it is going to be, the cycle is going to be like that for 4 or 5 years. Imagine with the inflations and with all of the expenses, how many it would be. So my parents or even my families have to spend money on my own expenses for educations apart from their own needs or my sisters or my brother needs. So if we implement online tertiary educations, we can cut down that accommodations and transportations expenses. And secondly, the things that I explained earlier is just about the economic aspects. But in this world, we don't live just about money or just about humans. There is many other mankind's, planets, and environment aspects. And as I mentioned earlier, offline educations requires the use of transportations. And transportations is one of the biggest contributor to air pollutions. And the majority of students pick their tertiary educations not because they're near their house, not because of the distance, but because of the accreditations. So the tertiary educations places we can locate it in the distance that is so far away, like different cities, different town, or even overseas. And because of that, we have to use transportations like bus, car, or plane. That they all are based on fossil fuel. And the more fossil burned, the harder the earth would be, and the more it is to threaten our lives. the animals, the environment, like that. So, in what aspects that um, this online educations would be is they implemented is we will use applications like Zoom, Google Meet, or FaceTime, or etc. for classes, for tutor. And for daily tasks, we can use Google Classrooms or even Google Drive to collect tasks, or even Google Mail, or any application that is one kind of to collect tasks and for the teacher to give tasks. And also for the tasks, you can use Google Classroom or CBT, or even or if you as the teacher really cautious about, oh my god, it's online, they can all be teaching, they can all be cheating or anything, you can use, there is an application for tasks that requires a camera and also microphones, so they cannot be cheating. And also for the materials of educations, you can use like ebooks or electronic books. And it is environmental friendly, this online education things, because in online education we're going to use PDF or online paper instead of real paper for even like journal and tasks, so less trees would be cut down. In conclusions, we support permanent move to online tertiary educations because not only it has a really amazing impact for students, but because this way college life will be more frugal, so they can save a lot of money from the accommodations and transportation expenses, and it also can reduce pollutions because we don't have to go from one place to another place. And also, online tertiary educations prosper in many aspects, and if we implement it permanently, more money can be saved and also the earth can be saved.